Hey everybody, Razor Chance here, and I am going to show you guys my complete Game Boy Advance collection here of my years of going retro game hunting within the last few years. I'll definitely give the rundown on each one of these, and especially my honest opinions on them. Your mileage may vary, but starting with this one right here, Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace. I got this in Geek Fest back in 2019. I actually bought this from the previous owner, who apparently told me he actually had this game since launch as far back as 2001, which that's actually crazy that he literally got it in mint condition, everything. The manual, the Game Boy Advance instruction manual, and even the health manual. Everything was just set, and this game was pretty damn good. I really enjoy it. It took everything about the PS1 games and just downsized it to a portable handheld, and everything is just 2D side scrolling. And I do think this is a very fun game. Easily my favorite Spider-Man game on the system here. I did play every other Spider-Man game on the GBA. If you guys are curious, I will probably share my thoughts on those because I do have all the cartridges. But this one right here holds a lot of memories for sure. And believe me, this one I think is actually pretty cool because the rest of them, like I said, I think they're more rare in price and everything to get them fully complete. This one right here, Fantastic Four Flame On, is a spin-off from the 2005 movie Fantastic Four, which I have a soft spot for. I have a soft spot for the movie, so I definitely do think this game is quite good. It actually focuses on one character only, and I think this is very, very well made. I haven't played the actual Fantastic Four game at all, whether it's a console or a GBA, but this one is actually a nice little package that really brings out enjoyment, even if it is just a solo spin-off game. And of course, if you're a fan of the Fantastic Four movie, like I said, I have a soft spot. This is definitely worth checking out. And for the Fantastic Four movie itself, I still like. Of course, I've seen First Steps most recently, like a few months ago, but that's neither here or there. This one I also managed to get my hands like online right here. I do like myself some good 007, but most of the games I played, if it wasn't a GoldenEye on N64 or GoldenEye 2010 on the Wii, I never actually played many of the EA era Bond titles, and this one I actually found dirt cheap online. I thought this was a nice little isometric shooter that was actually really fun. And interestingly enough, it's actually from the same team that actually made Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers and Return of the King, also for the Game Boy Advance. So this is actually a positive sign in my book, and I enjoyed this game. My first time ever playing it, and I was just blown away. Like I know a lot of people say that the EA era Bond games are definitely the best in the series, and I'm hoping someday that I can actually play the console games if I actually do want to go there. At least I'm definitely hopeful. So I'm I'm really looking forward to whenever I could get my hands on set console games, especially for this one. This is considered like the higher end of Bond gaming, aside from GoldenEye and the N64, or most recently, First Light. Uh, I'm gonna apologize that this is actually a little bit crushed, but here is Robots, a very underrated movie. But I still watch it now and then. Still provide some good laughs here and there, especially at the bottom right there, Robin Williams as Fender. I think that's pretty cool. A very solid Metroidvania style game here that's formatted as a beat 'em up of all things. And I never played the console games of this one either. So I haven't beaten it because of how large the world is. Like I'm not really that big or crazy into Metroidvanias, but this one I think is a fine game. I don't really have much of a problem with it. And then the last one I got here, at least before I stopped, is The Incredible Hulk for the Game Boy Advance. And what's interesting about this one is that it actually have a mini comic. Like the box itself is actually a mini comic book, which I actually thought was pretty cool. I'm just trying to make sure I get this without working the box here. Yeah, there we go. See? Like, I actually thought this is pretty damn sick. See that? Like the art style is definitely different here than what it is from the movie that it was supposed to be based on. And interestingly enough, it even came with the poster here that actually promotes the console version of the game, which never played any Hulk game outside of this and the Avengers from 2019. But I do think this is quite a blast to play. It can get a little annoying when it comes to some of the missions in the game. I just want to be very, very careful here because, you know, as hard as some of these collectibles are, they're actually pretty cool to get your hands on. And you know, especially with the prices going up of shipping and all that stuff, like I don't want to deal with too much BS now. But here we go. I thought this is actually pretty neat stuff right here. See that? You got the Game Boy Advance game right here. And then the other side, which is the promotion for the console version of the game, which I never played. So there we go. I hope if anything, this I hope this actually at least brings some memories to some people, or maybe if others have some collector's items or they actually held since day one or year one. So if anything, yeah, just let me know your thoughts. Like, do you have any favorite collectible games that you had since over the years?